This is the most insane time to be actually in Chinatown. People are preparing for Chinese New Year. It's a place where so many people are taking pictures, videos, buying things. Woo! The number of cameras that I've seen on the street is more than any other day that I've been vlogging around Singapore. It feels like it's a photo marathon here. Look at that. We've got a cameraman there, cameraman 2. Oh, look, photographer coming up, cameraman 3. Oh, cameraman 4 is there. You see they're all preparing to take their photos. I think this is a place where you get to see some of the best cameras. In fact, maybe more than when you go to a camera shop. Whoa, all the angles, see that? This is what we call the side angle. Oh, wait. Why am I suddenly left alone here, huh? Taking care of all the cameras. Today I'll be showing you how the Chinese New Year displays look like in Chinatown. Now, Chinatown in Singapore is a place where a lot of Chinese love to come to, especially when it is closing Chinese New Year. These safety distancing ambassadors are wearing red and we are in red too. So it's kind of funny because as we walk along, some people see us and they get very scared because we're carrying cameras and they are afraid that we are actually the safety distancing ambassadors trying to catch people for not wearing their mask properly or not keeping their distance. There are two main streets along Chinatown, and we're actually at the quieter one. So along this quiet street, you can see some of the displays going across the roads. And these actually represent the zodiacs in the Chinese belief. So there are 12 animals and they put them across the street like that. This year's displays are really cute. Look at this rabbit. Oh my gosh, it's like so fluffy. So that's a rabbit, that's the tiger, there's the ox, the mouse, the pig, the dog, the chicken, and the monkey. So our objective today is actually to observe what life is like in Chinatown and how the displays are up. Some people, actually many of them, are actually experiencing Chinese New Year in Singapore for the first time. Why? Because they cannot leave the country. So a lot of Malaysians are actually in Singapore celebrating Chinese New Year for the first time. It's also one of the first times where Singapore will be pretty crowded during Chinese New Year because every Chinese New Year, Chinese nationals fly back to China or go back to their motherland to celebrate the festivities. But this year, because of COVID-19, due to the travel bans and restrictions, many of them are actually going to stay in Singapore and this is their very first Chinese New Year. So things are going to be very different, I'm very sure. About a year back when I was at Chinatown, this particular street was filled with people. And there were stores on both sides. So I think because of COVID-19, they disallowed these shops to be open and today it's just a regular road. But you can see that there are quite a lot of people walking around. And because of that, you do see security guiding the vehicles along the road. On a usual day, this will not be here, so it's just a road. And you see a lot of people just walking along the sides of the road like that. People are really excited about buying all this kind of decoration for their homes. Oh my gosh, just look at the crowd, ready to rock and roll. Wow, just look at the number of photographers along this street. So quickly they have changed. This shop used to sell a lot of random things and now it becomes a fruit shop here. Egypt strawberry. We've got floor mats for Chinese New Year. It's all about red, it's all about gold or orange. I for one enjoy looking at what people are looking at, what they are interested in. I like to see what really attracts people as they're walking around. It's just interesting to me to see what people are interested in. Let me know in the comments below what really interests you when you're walking out. What do you actually look out for? Do you look at like the colors of things, whether beautiful things actually attract you, or maybe photographers attract you, or shoe designs? Let me know what you are attracted to when you're shopping or walking in a busy area. So the reason why you see many of them selling all these new carpets and bed sheets is not because it's a festive period and people are excited to buy things. It's because during Chinese New Year, they have this very interesting culture or belief that they have to clean the houses, the rooms. They always do spring cleaning during Chinese New Year. Many years back, Singapore was actually allowed to have very basic small poppers, like a popper with strings on each side. So when you pull these strings, they actually have that loud bang. And after that, they actually banned all these things. And now we are only allowed to have sparklers during Chinese New Year and festive events. You can also play sparklers anytime throughout the year. But other than that, all the poppers and all the things that create like loud bangs or anything with gunpowder is actually banned in Singapore. Whoa, wow, okay, so I haven't seen this shop even though I've come here so many times. And these here are the Chinese sausage. I haven't eaten these dark colored ones before, neither have I tried this. But I've tried these commonly and they're sold throughout the year. Is this real? Oh my gosh. Look, it is real. I think it's real. So apparently people are taking a picture of that big piece of pork leg. If I ever get that, it would be to smack it on people who annoy me so much. So just look at the number of decorations they sell in Chinatown now. I think this is like one of the biggest range of the decorations that I've seen sold so far. What you see here are actually very special fruits that people buy just to decorate their houses. I don't know whether you can actually eat any of these. Oh wow, this is actually very interesting to me. These are very common Chinese New Year flowers, except that this is the first time I've actually seen the real flowers. And the ones that we have seen so far, which are not the real ones, they look very beautiful, but these look pretty decolorized and yeah, they don't look as healthy. A lot of the senior citizens love to come and play Chinese chess with their friends. This is like their favorite meetup corner, and you can see a lot of photographers just moving around taking pictures of them. So they feel pretty much like the star, I suppose. This is what we call the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple, and this temple is a very famous temple in Singapore. Photographers love taking photos of these temples. It's where he is. Every photographer's dream to visit this temple. So one of the reasons why people love this temple so much is because it has this very traditional China look. So it makes them feel like they are in China. So one of the things that we notice different around here is that during the Chinese New Year period, there are many stores that kind of like pop up from nowhere, like the one right in front of me. So I have no idea what this store sells or what they do, but these stores just pop up, and there are many others that popped up along the way. I'm actually surprised to see that the shops here are a little quieter. So of all the shops that we have walked past, this is the first shop that I see has the Chinese New Year spirit. So let's have a look at what they have here. These are the ornaments that they hang at the doors, at the windows. So you see a lot of this kind of round thing. So they put a string in here like that, and they usually hang it on the plants that they have in the house. Now you will also notice a lot of these words, and this is actually the word Fu. Fu really means wealth. Certain houses you'll notice that they turn it upside down, and it's not by mistake. It is a superstition or just something that I don't know who created, but because they believe that if this way is wealth, then this way means that the wealth pours into your house. So that's the reason why there are two sides to this. We're actually trying to find a socks shop. It's definitely in this building, but we've been having difficulty trying to find this sock shop, and now we're in the third level. Lost yet excitedly lost, because this place looks really beautiful. So if you want to get nice pictures, come to this block here, okay, 335A. And yeah, you never know what you're gonna stumble across. Really beautiful place. Quick, let's find the sock shop. Weirdly, both of us actually remember this building to have a semicircle area, like a window that we can look down. We can't find this place at all. So we know it's a corner store, but we don't find any store at the corner selling socks now. This plaza looks really small, but when you walk in, it's like endlessly going in a maze. Ah, here we are. This is the sock shop that I'm looking for. And this is the semicircle window area that I was talking about. So I didn't know that there was actually a market below. We finally managed to find the shop and managed to get 4 socks here for $10. Extremely cheap in Singapore. Quality is really good actually, because I tried it. And this is from, if I recall, he said it was from Taiwan. Taiwan quality has been really good for us. Let me now bring you to the busier section of Chinatown and show you what the main road is like. Usually there are many bigger decorations there. I have no idea why everybody's queuing up for medication. That is a medical shop, and there's a very long queue. For what? Oh, I have no idea. There's a small congregation of pigeons right behind this area where there's safety. Okay, so let's look at this, okay? It's pretty nice. The first words here are 万事如意, which means that whatever you do, you will have success. 心想事成 means whatever you think of, it will happen. Also along the center of the road, you see these oxes. Alright, so there you go. This is what Chinatown is like. Usually it's more hyped. Usually the crowds are about 5 times more than this, or 4, 5 times, 3 times. But there is still a huge crowd considering that it's COVID period, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If this is the first time you're celebrating Chinese New Year in Singapore, why don't you just type in a 1 in the comment section below. And of course, if the second one, type in 2, and if the fifth one, type in 5. Let's see who has celebrated Chinese New Year in Singapore the most number of times. Now with that, thank you so much for joining us. It's a nice time to actually just put aside the camera and just relax, enjoy the food, the drinks, and assimilate this festive spirit around here. Remember, like, subscribe, and turn on the notification. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you once again. Stay cool, stay awesome, and be your best always. Bye.